Hey friends. Never quite as ready as I think. Hi Flat Spin, how are you? You are first, as far as I can see. I'm getting out, I have tea of course. I'm getting out stuff for our bakes today. I got the butter and the egg out. That's as far as I got. That's, oh, Daniel's here too. How sweet of you guys. Like right on the ball. So good. So Irish's stream crashed earlier because the download died. Comcast still hasn't let us know what the problem is or the fix is or anything. So don't know if it'll happen for me. They still don't know why it's happening. Did I say download? I meant upload. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Where's my canteen? Oh, where it should be for once. So we'll see how the stream goes, but I'm gonna make this anyway. I asked the kiddo what she wanted because we just finished the lemon cupcakes. I gave some away. I gave a lot away. That made way too many. I should have cut it down. So I'm just looking at my green to make sure. Anna needs to beat them with a stick legit, right? Oh, hydrate. Here we go. Oh, is it too full of ice? It was too full of ice. Everybody hydrate. Daniel, how's your weather today? Here it was a little bit cooler, which was so nice. Strange, but nice. Made me feel like it's fall, even though it's hot out. It's like less hot. So my brain's like, oh, it's getting cold. I'm doing awesome, Daniel. How are you doing today? It's your Friday, right? I hope y'all are all doing well. I mean, we have hard days, right? I just realized I left half of the laundry in the dryer, which is right behind the ring light. So I just saw that. We're gonna get out the flour and the sugar and all the stuff though. So talk amongst yourselves. You don't know, you haven't left the house. Oh, at all today, okay. Oh, I don't know why I thought you worked today. I mean, I know why. It was because I read Discord. But Discord does not open on my big machine like it's supposed to. I checked, it said, yes, I will start at startup. And I was like, cool. And then I go and it's like not started at startup. And my machine restarts all the time because I still am getting weird blue screen. So Discord's not listening or Windows is murdering it, either way. Oh, Flat Spin, Daniel's stream cheered you up. I'm glad. I feel like the energy put into a stream can really do that, which is so nice because there's not that many other things that can in the same way. You can't just, I mean, I can turn on Great British Bake Off and feel better. But other than that, you know, there's not a lot of that good vibe. So, hello, Emily. Funny you're here. It's going great. I'm using your recipe to see if we can get Fruit Loops version 4 to actually taste right. I wrote down the cookies and the frosting ingredients, but not the bake times or temps or anything. I'm assuming it's 375 for 8 minutes, or is it a little bit different than that, if you remember? So it's funny, I mean, literally, oh, bugger, sorry. And of course, I forgot to clean the cat food off. Irish hates it, but I do put cat food right along the edge of the island here, and I just knocked it all off, which is fine. It should have been off anyway, but Emily, wrong side of the paper there. Emily bakes. All right, you carry on. I'm getting flour, sugar, I have brown sugar out. I have eggs and butter. I have soda, powder, cinnamon, vanilla. I need to stretch my back is what I need. Sour cream for the cupcakes later. That's fine. I'll get that out then. I don't want it's a big tub, Costco tub of sour cream. I'm not gonna leave that out. You're sure it was the Poomoji? Poomoji helps everybody feel better. All right, now I have cat food all over the trash can. 1 minute. I'm trashy, that's what it is. I'm trashy and I let the cat get on the counter and eat her food, and then the other cat tried to steal it. And then we had to chase the one cat away from the other cat because I gave the little cat tuna juice, and if the big cat drinks it, she'll just throw it right back up on the rug. It was shenanigans. You should stream more. It was great. I agree. Daniel's a good streamer. I like his vibe. Tibbs, how are you? So I'm drinking real tea this evening. Don't care. It's been such a good day. Like, there's been so much cool, weird things that happened just tiny little details in my life. But I'm so psyched. I'm like, I could probably drink some caffeinated tea and still go to bed whenever. I went to bed at midnight, which is really weird. I'm usually like a 9:30, 10 o'clock girl. I woke up at 7 feeling great. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe my life is a lie and I can drink coffee after 3 or tea after 3. So we're trying it. Chill the dough for 30, check. And then 340 to 9 to 11. Okay. And is that by any chance for convection? Because that, I would assume it's the shorter bake, but 340, interesting. Not my normal temp, but I will definitely, I respected everything in here. I was like, I don't know, you use 90 grams of white sugar for half a cup and I use 100. And then I was like, I'm gonna do it by the numbers. So we're doing a third because all my experimental bakes are thirds or quarters with oven fan. Okay, yeah. All right, so then I'll leave it for, I'll say 9 plus. It's definitely my experience that fan at the same temp needs a shorter time, just by a couple minutes usually with cookies because they're so short. Oh, no fan. Okay, so we'll check them at, making notes. We'll check them at 7 and see what they need. They'll be golden brown on the edges if they are set, so that's all I need. Okay, so let's make the cookie dough and chill it, and then, oh, you know what I didn't get that I said I was going to, and don't know how to do this now, but I didn't get a pipette. I thought about it. I looked in the child's, oh, you know where I didn't look? I didn't look in our other science stuff. All right. I don't like to do this, but I'm gonna put it on, be right back for a second and see if I actually have a pipette, because I was gonna try something else, but if I have one, it will make things a lot better. And Emily, no worries. Thank you so much. I appreciate, just because I was like, I can make it up and I'll bake it somehow. It'll bake, but I prefer, since this is your perfected recipe, to follow whatever you have. So, all right, I'm gonna be right back and we'll get started in a minute. Okay, homeschool pays off. Maybe it looks shady, looks super shady. Speaking of homeschool, we started school today. This is one of those little details that means my life today has been like exciting and amazing, but doesn't affect really anybody else. We did homeschool and it was great. First day of the semester, or whatever we call it. I just make stuff up, you know. But she started 5th grade officially, which isn't a thing when you homeschool in Texas. It is definitely in my to try soon things, flat spin. I just have to get the meat, all the meat. But yeah, it looks amazing. The funny thing is it's like basically like steaming and stewing it. And I'm like, bacon, when you steam and stew it, it just like gets all the fat out and then it gets soft. I love crispy as heck bacon. So we'll see. But I do plan to make it soon. I probably will do next week, this last week, because, well, partly because of Labor Day and partly because of me. I planned very, very simple and not like a lot of big things that are outside of our tiny little wheelhouse for dinner. Like, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have salmon and rice again. Yes, Emily, I'm making them fruity flavor. So our flavors, we've tried the flavors before and it's finding the right balance, but also finding the right bake. So I'm trying your sugar cookie instead of going back to my sugar cookie, which was version 1. The flavors were too strong there. Like they were, I mean, Fruit Loops are strong flavored, but it did not quite have that right balance. So the other bases are no good, I feel, from the 2 that I've done in the middle, versions 2 and 3. So yes, for 4, I am just doing orange, lemon, lime, apple, cherry, raspberry, and blueberry in your sugar cookie base, because I also wanted to see how it did. And we'll probably add, I don't know if we'll add color. We might add color. Who knows? Yes, it is rolled up in the flank steak flat spin, and then I can't see how it would get a good like crisp on it, so it'll be chewy bacon, right? Emily, I do need drops, and that's why I went to go get the pipette, because if you look, this is apple, the infamous apple that I tried a little bit of on my finger and should not have. It's just an open top. I'm used to whenever you're using oils, like I have essential oils, they have the little droppery lid thing. I'm totally used to that. These don't have it. So control of the flavor was my big problem. All right. Bowl would be great. Where did I even put the pipette? Oh, it's right here, see? This is why I should not have clear things. Can't see it on my own countertop. Bacon grease is your essential oil. Yes, Tibbs. You got another one with plums you're going to post. Perfect. I love plums. Oh, let's get out the bowl of bowls. This nesting is the besting. These are all smaller sizes today, since I cut down both the sugar cookie recipe from Emily and the coffee cake recipe. It has quotes because it still doesn't taste like coffee. It's still a cinnamon sugar one. But Betty Crocker calls it coffee cake. I cannot figure out how to distinguish for everybody who doesn't know what coffee cake was, because they didn't grow up in my house with it like every weekend. I think that may be a South thing. It's so funny because most of my childhood was not typical of like a Southern growing up childhood. So then I'm like, is this because I'm from Texas, or is this because of my weird family? Like, I don't know. Could be both. Flatspin loves all the German food. We had some German people in the stream at one point, and that was really cool for the conversations, but it's not, they're sleeping now, I think. A coffee cake is a cake you eat with coffee. Yes! It's not a coffee flavored cake. Every person, your grandmother lived off coffee cake. Maybe it's a generational thing then. Maybe it's not a Southern thing as much as it's generational. Because like you had coffee cake for breakfast. That was the cake that you had for breakfast because it was a morning with your coffee cake. Makes perfect sense in my head. Emily, are you German or are you in Germany? Gosh, I hope I'm not mixing you up, but I may be. 11:15 p.m. there. You love German food and you're trying to learn language as your heritage. Cool, Flatspin. That's awesome. I'm not going to try and learn Scottish, Gaelic, or German. I know English, so I feel like one third of the languages in my heritage I'm okay at. So I feel good about that. But yeah, that's super cool. Yes, okay, Emily, you are. And you met your husband and in very quick order went off to Germany with him, right? I thought that, but then I was like, what if I'm wrong? It's fine. Y'all would be fine. You would forgive me. And yeah. This anxiety about making mistakes. I'm reading this really cool book. It's called The Anxiety Field Guide. And I'm reading it with one of my sisters. And we are learning a lot about, like, at this point in our lives, we have some, I'm going to say low-key anxiety. I don't mean like it doesn't rear up all the time. I just mean we're not having panic attacks, and I'm not taking any specific medications for it. I'm doing like diet, exercise, mental stuff. But boy, the one that kicks me every time is, oh God, I made a mistake. The worst is going to happen. And so I'm so sorry. When I forget your name, when I forget your backstory, or I think I mixed it up with somebody else, that still gets me like deep. And I just want to loathe myself for getting it wrong when I get it wrong. So I err on the side of like not assuming that I don't remember correctly and asking again, because I don't want to be wrong. It's a weird place to be. Programming language as well. I do, Krem. Hello, welcome in. I do know some. And someone was telling me I should go to Codebench and somebody in stream. It wasn't Smollett, it was C-Films. C-Films was doing SQL programming and said I should go. And I was like, I should practice Lua again. I should get a project on Roblox or something and make the kid another game, even though she doesn't play the first one I ever made. It's not good enough for her. Oh wow, $15.99 flat spin. That's awesome. Tiz, I don't speak bad English. Just kidding. You hear me all the time on stream. Thank you, Emily. Your mother is related to Susan B. Anthony. That's how we found out. Oh, cool. Ooh, Graham, you're messing with sequel. Yes. I tell you, if anybody like ever came, like if Irish was like, well, crap, I have to go back to work, I'll be like, wait, let me go get a job playing with Excel, SQL, JavaScript, Lua, what got you? I'll do it. I miss that kind of thing. I miss that mental exercise, and I'm not firm enough with myself to put it into my schedule consistently. Baking, yes. Programming, not as much. But I really miss it. And I miss the like, how do I get this data to behave for me? How do I pull numbers that tell a story and extrapolate it and get like some really good, info that we can make decisions off of. I mean, Irish used to do this stuff too. Like at way higher level, I was like operational and he was like strategic, way higher. But still. Plum dumplings, yes. Thank you, Flat Spin. That sounds really fun. I love to do new things, as y'all know, by the experimental nature of most of my stuff. So, yes, that'll be really cool. Your great-grandmother is Sue Lakota and the rest of your family is a mix of German and English. Very interesting, Emily. Reading about the Comanche, I feel like there could be so much reading to be done and still make less of a dent in it than one would like. I wonder how many original sources there are either, because they tend to be less of a document-driven culture, and I like to read all the documents. Good stuff, though. Good stuff. All right. We are starting with the cookies so that I can fridge them. I will need my scale. Look, this is all we have left of the blondies. There's 2 of them. I ate 3 of them last night because sometimes you need a bunch of blondies, I guess. I sent some of them off to be consumed by the big kid and her people over the weekend, so that was nice. But we ate the heck out of them. All right, 75 grams of butter, which is about 1/3 of a cup, which is going to be 5 1/3 tablespoons, so I probably should just use this portion first and then add some more onto it. Awesome at getting the riddle of the day. Oh, thank you, Daniel. I wasn't sure of that. I'm never sure, but I think they're fun. I think the riddles make you really shift your perspective, and that's a really good exercise for me to do, because otherwise I get very stuck in my own perspective, Nobody wants that. I don't want that. Oh my gosh. See, with the words in the German, I'm gonna try it. Zwetsch Genkodel. This is hard. Oh, it's a locality where the plum dumplings are? That's really cool. Okay, good. Comcast and Irish are texting, which is really good because I'm not, and he can take care of it. FedEx you a box of plums. Speaking of, Ruffles' parents should get the cookies I sent tomorrow. So that will be interesting. I hope he pops in eventually and tells me. They might be stale by the time he gets them, but hopefully they're reasonable. They were version 3 Fruit Loops, so mild flavor. Nice cookie, but almost just like a brown sugar cookie, so nothing spectacular. Fruit Loops must be spectacular. I should have like fairy lights hanging down for this. Extra sparkly. Lemon Bar, hello. How are you? Haven't seen you in ages? Flat spin, what's a Berliner? Because I remember that's the one that Kennedy said translated to a jelly donut, but he was trying to say people of Berlin. Is that the one? Is it really a jelly donut? All right, let's get the butter softened. All right, let's take out the flavors we don't need. Emily, your in-laws don't cook. You know, I wonder how people do that. How do you have a group of people who live in a house that don't cook? Like my kiddo was talking about, we were talking about what Irish would make if I wasn't here at all. Like, what would she eat? She was talking about it this morning for no reason. And she's like, Dad doesn't really cook. And I was like, he's super good at freezer food though. Like, that's cooking. If you take the stuff out of the freezer and you make it properly, I feel like that's cooking. So how far on the spectrum do they not cook? Because like my neighbor goes out every night for dinner, as far as I know. But she can bake treats, and she's like come over and borrowed some sugar or flour and a cookie cutter, and like, so I'm like, well, what's not cooking look like? I really want to know. It's a jelly donut with cinnamon sugar coating, usually with raspberry jam. Powdered German donuts. I would eat the heck out of that. Have you not been here since the username changed? No, Lemon Bar, you have not. But I can see you're not new chatting, so then I'm thinking, I'm racking my brain for when you were last here. So, but welcome back. They mainly eat sausage and bread. I mean, okay. You could live off like kolaches, or I know they're Czech, right? We figured out they were Czech. I kept saying they were Polish. Oh yes. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen the new name then. Okay, cool. Well, welcome back. And you're in yellow, so that's perfect. You have a chocolate fest around Christmas time too? Sounds delicious. All right, we're putting away grape, watermelon, pear, and strawberry. Man, I should make watermelon flavored sugar cookies and do the two different doughs, the green and the pink. That would be super fun. I'm gonna make a note of that. And since this is written on the sugar cookie sheet, it should be fairly easy. All right, spatula, of course. Ooh, we should go with the green spatula today. Almost all my spatulas are orange. Please adopt. Flatspin's like, I just need to go to Germany. Ooh, Daniel, fried pickles are so good. So good. Did you eat ranch with them? Did you dip them in ranch? You kind of have to. I feel. But pizza, always good too. Freezer pizza? It was delicious, I bet. You're 50 plus and self-sufficient. You can just do the adopt me so I can come eat your cuisine thing. That's reasonable, I feel. Oh, Chipotle ranch, yes. It's DiGiorno tips. Thanks for that. You put that in our brains. She does not, like the child, I don't think she knows what DiGiorno is, which is fine. Oh, also, for any of you who were here when Irish declared that I was to buy him the pizza oven, the $1,000 pizza oven for his birthday, which is coming up in October. So not telling you when, just saying it's a thing that's gonna happen. He read more reviews on it, and it's not a good pizza oven. So we do not need to hashtag for the pizza oven to get him one. I don't know what I'm gonna get him now, but we'll figure it out. Cram, thank you very much for the lurk. I always appreciate it. I was so glad to see your picture on probably Instagram about the warehousing thing. That's super great. I meant to congratulate you earlier and I just totally forgot. Sorry. Sell and get the pizza oven yourself. I don't know. He probably sell for a lot. I could get like a yacht if I sold Irish, don't you think? Like a beach house and a yacht. I don't even like the beach. A mountain house and a yacht. Because if you have a yacht, the beach is better. You know what I'm saying? And then small country. He's worth a lot, you guys. Ready for Chef Steve. Chef Steve is pretty awesome. I never rate it. He's never on. He's on in the morning, isn't he? Emily, your next big kitchen related purchase will be an ice cream machine. Nice. Like the big ones that do soft serve and have the little, I see them on the cooking shows all the time. I just have a mixing bowl for my KitchenAid that is a freezer bowl, and you can do soft serve in it pretty well. It's good. It's good. It's effective for the value. At least a dingy flat span. Stop it. He's the best, you guys. You know it. All right, a biggish one. Ah, that'd be wicked good. That'd be really cool. I don't like ice cream that much, but my people do, so I could, instead of baking, I just have an ice cream stream the whole time if I had one of those. Oh, Ninja makes an ice cream machine? I do like my Ninja. Let's put in our sugar. New people on the stream are like, does she bake anything? You're making some sort of chocolate cookies for that thing. It won't be this week though, it will be next week. I would love, can I still call you Smiley Face? I'll call you Lemon Bar, it's fine, I'll get there. Yeah, a chocolate cookie, that'd be good. I know I was saying vanilla because vanilla I feel is, I mean, chocolate's probably just as popular, but if you talk to your people over there, then I'm sure they would know. But chocolate and vanilla, yeah. And then cookies are cheap to make, right? Look at this. You haven't even used $1 worth of stuff yet. See, and I'm not on camera. When did I become a poor quality Twitch streamer? Oh wait, that was always, I was waiting for somebody to say it, but I went ahead and said it myself. Nah, I'm all right. Y'all keep coming back, so. Okay, that's way too much sugar, darn. I forgot we were doing a minuscule part of the recipe. All right, saved it. Okay, without the instructions, Emily, I'm gonna assume I cream the sugar and the butter and then add the flour and the vanilla and the salt. If not, too late, I've already started. I do that anyway, even if a recipe doesn't say it, but it starts with butter and sugar, it's just the thing you do. But there's so little in here. I should have used a smaller bowl. Self-cooling, not a bucket from the freezer. So like a whole standalone, yes. Super cool. You're so bad with your new setup, your counter cam is always off. That, I struggle with counter cam a lot. And also because, like I was saying earlier, like my dryer and washer are right behind it in a little alcove. But it means I kick the tripod of this camera all the time. And then the cats run past it. The cats are shenanigans makers. They're just, you come into a room and things a mess and you're like, oh, the cat's so nice. I just have to say about the cats though, I'm just super glad I haven't stepped into a puddle of cat vomit yet, because if I don't have my glasses on, or if I'm not looking where I'm going, I can't see any of that business. It just, I'm very likely. And I go barefoot in the house generally, so it's just, I will be the one to step in it if anybody does. Not looking forward to that. Cool flat spin. Sorbet sherbet, yes, very nice. You've done it, it's horrible. Hello, warrior queen. I'm so sorry you've stepped in the cat puke. I just don't, I'm not, And the thing is, it's just cat food and bile and whatever. But it's wet chunks of dry cat food and then the liquid. It's like not poop, it's not, you know, tinned cat food that smells very much like rotten fish. It's just cat food, but still, I'm not looking forward to it. This cookie recipe doesn't need much mixing, just till it gets together, press it, and knead it on the counter for about a minute. Oh, I didn't have that in here. I don't have any instructions. So I'll just start putting them in. Excellent. I will take off my rings. I have 2 rings today because I went and got my stuff out of my jewelry box and was like, oh, I own more jewelry than I wear. Irish like to get me very shiny things at one point, and then I was full of shiny things and I said, no more shiny things. And now they're in a box for the most part. That's why you had issues not losing it, right? Like, oh, no good. Okay, 115 of our flour. I am gonna put a little crunch of salt in. Oh, probably too much for that recipe now that I did 2 of them. I didn't think about it. Flour. bowl, which I think might be nice. Unless you think it needs to be on the countertop for sure, Emily. But this is a big bowl for a small bit of dough. What am I doing? I have to put the flavor in. I mean, you knew that, but I'm just saying. I forgot for a second. Okay. Flavor. No, that's the wrong. Don't mind me. I'm just not paying attention to what I'm doing. All right. We're going to do this as scientifically as we can now that we have a dropper that will irrevocably smell strange. I have to do this right. One drop of apple. I feel like Fruit Loops are a little heavier on citrus. What do you guys think? It should become a smooth dough ball. Perfect. I know what to expect. I'm going to put apple, blueberry, raspberry in one drop. And then oh, of course I'm getting apple in the blueberry and apple in the raspberry, aren't I? I will go get a cup and we will use it to rinse the pipette, even though these are oils and water won't help. Well, we don't have any vodka. I'll wipe it. I'll try and wipe it out and then we'll see. Like, not the inside, obviously. It's been a long time since I've done laboratory science stuff. I was going to. It was gonna be my thing, my job. And then I took genetics at university and I failed organic chemistry. I dropped out of organic chemistry before I could fail, but definitely could not hack it. That's a drop of cherry. They are citrus for sure. I think I'm going to put in double the lemon and orange. One drop of each. Oh, that cherry smells super good though. I should make something. Actually, I have not the cinnamon stars, but the Kai sent me a bunch of recipes for cookies, and my understanding is that they are Swiss/German. A lot of the recipes are in German, but I have one that specifically calls for cherry and vanilla, and I thought that'd be really nice. I should make those now that I can. It wants cherry extract, of course, but I can do a drop of the oil and probably get away with it. All right, so orange and lemon. You have these same ones. Candy making. That'd be good. I haven't made hard candy in ages. Ooh, or taffy. Those would be really fun. All right. That orange is totally adulterated, and that's the real stuff, not the fake stuff. So good. You have the same brand then, Emily, so that's helpful because, oh, it's Lorian, that's right. I remembered looking at several different brands and thinking that this was going to be my best bet. So those are the best for candy? I guess so. I only ever made hard peppermint candy, and I used peppermint extract at the time because it was a long time ago, and like oils weren't as popular. I'm sure you could still get them. I just didn't have the foresight or the experience to do so. Did I put in 2 drops of orange? I feel like I only put in 1. Yeah. But I'll wait until somebody tells me if they saw. Check the VOD! No, I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure I only put in 1. It's kind of annoying. Because I should have been paying attention. Otherwise, these will be just orange Fruit Loops. We'll just call them that because they'll be extra orangey. All right, so I need to figure out how to clean that. And we'll get back to this. I'm going to fold it first before I knead because they will just end up all over my hands if I don't. Does it smell loopy? It smells orange. It smells citrusy right now. I'll give it a knead and then I'll see. Actually, I mean, I know raw flour is terrible as well as raw egg. Everybody's fine with eating those apparently. But I may taste and nibble before I bake it in case it needs another drop of anything or everything. I guess I could have put them in with the butter. That would have been best, yeah? Get all those fats together and then mix them evenly throughout. Well, it certainly is getting its kneading, isn't it? We might do a 4.5 with improved technique. You've been eating raw dough. I know everybody says that. Everybody. I just have a mental block with eggs. And I didn't with flour until I read about it. And then I was like, oh, that's super disgusting. I'm not doing raw flour either. I mean, everybody can do what they want. So I'm just going to say no thanks. All right. Well, it's together enough. But I don't feel like the oils are distributed. We're just going to mush it some more. It might be a little tough, but that's okay because we can just make it crispy and crunchy and it will be fine. All right, all right. It smells buttery now. I'm gonna try a little bit. I mean, it tastes like raw flour, but all right, we're gonna fridge it. Washing my hands, which smell like butter. So hopefully the oils are actually in the dough after all. But I have no problem with making it again. Today on stream for you with more. You can heat the flour to sanitize it. Somebody told me that a long time ago at the very beginning of my streaming, and I had actually been reading about that too. It is a bit of a process though. Handy for baking with kids who will probably eat the dough anyway, yeah? It will soak in as it chills. Oh, good point. I hope so. I mean, makes sense. All right. Let us set a 30-minute timer. All right, good. And Stream Deck works. It looks great. Thank you. If this is how it's supposed to look, then I'm very happy. Seems fine to me. Ooh, my kitchen, no, that thing. Fridge. My fridge smells like onions. It's probably my fault. Let's get a cupcake. Which I put on the other side on a sticky note. Because if I left it on the front, I'd end up reading the recipe for cookies again. I cannot be trusted. Sugar, butter, vanilla, and egg. Should be 4 tablespoons of butter in this. Powder. 6 grams off. 1 gram off. It's fine. All right. Keep that butter out for later in case you need it. You know, with coffee cake, I don't know if you guys know this, especially if you know, like if you had grandma who ate it, like you have to heat it up and put a little butter on top, right? We're not the only ones who added butter to like Pop-Tarts and coffee cake and everything. I hope. Which is funny because I don't particularly remember my parents actually liking or disliking butter. We just put it like on everything, especially anything baked. Put a little butter on it. Maybe it was a thing. 100 grams of sugar. Just keep catching a flash of gray. Let's tuck that in. Better. Okay. Ooh, sugar dust. Sugar powder. They did get extra calories in. Probably so. That is probably actually the reason. when I was growing up, it was always like, fat's the enemy, fat makes you fat, you know, sugar's fine. I don't know. I mean, we were tall, skinny things when we were kids. But yeah, it probably is a grandparent habit. Like, put sweetened condensed milk in it. Everything will be great. All right. Vanilla. And this one you definitely want the vanilla. I'm gonna stir it before I put the egg in. I'm just a creature of habit, I suppose. That's okay. Let's get our jack-o'-lantern out. Now that it's fall here, because it was, the low is 70, and boy, could we feel it this morning when I was out at the park. It was glorious. High still 90 though, so. Right, let's soften the butter. Always with the softening of the butter. That will teach it. I put vanilla in everything too. Like, it's like salt. If you're baking something, it probably needs salt and vanilla. And then whatever else. I also started to wonder, why do we put pepper on things? Salt and pepper, everything to taste. Like, why pepper? Why something that's a little bit earthy and spicy? Like, why that one? Why not nutmeg on everything? Why not cinnamon on everything? And it's not because they're sweet, because if you taste them, they are not sweet. We're just in the habit of putting spices and sugar together in this cuisine. I mean, and others. There's a whole history of the spice trade, but whatever. Sweet food doesn't have to have a specific flavor. People who think that peanut butter should only go with jelly have not eaten a really good, like, satay sauce, for instance. All right, creamed egg, paprika. I like the smoked paprika. I made dinner, and I made there goes egg white all over everything. I just mixed some smoked paprika with some sour cream and a little bit of water and whipped it up. It was amazing. It was amazing on everything. And then I was like, why don't I just make this all the time? Why is this not our condiment of choice, you know? It totally should be. Don't judge you, military man. Did I say that wrong? That's crazy. I'm all like, I'm in a great mood, also cannot speak. Sounds fine. Good trade-off. Daniel, do you put pepper on everything? Irish, the man here, we have a little cranky one right over there, and just grinds it. I'm like, one is enough. That's fine. Salt. I like salt. I'm not crazy about, like, you can oversalt stuff. It's not like there's no such thing as too much salt, but there's too much pepper. For anybody who was here the day Irish had to do a stream redeem and cook, and I was his sous chef, and he made really, really delicious omelets, and he put as much pepper as he wanted on the omelet he made for me, and I could not finish it. I feel terrible. Your first HelloFresh box on Saturday. Oh, Emily, I want to hear about that. I want to hear about your experience with it, because that's cool. Our experience was really good until the boxes started not having the right ingredients or instructions, and then we would deal with customer service, and they had really bad customer service when we were doing their thing. You're talking about the PB&J. Oh no, but Daniel, could you imagine trying a sauce that's made with peanuts and garlic and ginger and like earthy spices? Like, would it be completely out of the realm? Emily, yes. Brutal honesty, yes. Okay, now I'm putting the dry in. So I was like, mix it in another bowl, and I'm like, nah, I'll just put everything on top and just stir it real well. Okay, I still only have the 1/2 teaspoon, so rather than do 2/4, I'm just gonna dry out the one with vanilla in it. You don't know. We'll try it sometime. If you ever see satay, chicken satay, S-A-T-A-Y, you get that and you try it with the sauce. And then you tell me how you like it. I can't send it to you, or otherwise I would. But chicken, even with UPS or FedEx, I'm not really excited about that thought. Flour first. Well, salt. You rarely use salt or pepper? Oh, interesting. I just figured you were like, from the timing of chat, which is always off for me, and I apologize and wish it could do better, but that is unfortunately a Twitch end thing. I just figured you were in Camp Irish with all the pepper, which would be fine. I don't judge him. I don't judge anybody. I just can't do it. Like, it's just too much. It's not like spicy. It's like dirty. That's kind of where I am with that. With too much pepper, it's like it's overwhelmingly unpleasant, but not like hot. I can handle chilies better than I can handle ground black pepper. Okay, 140. Ooh, I need to put that on my shopping list. Hang on. We're on the shopping list. All right. You like more pepper than salt, Emily? Interesting. You might be in the Irish camp too. You like salt though. You struggle with making real meals here. Hopefully it will help you out. You have a chronic illness, so daily stuff like that is hard. Oh, absolutely take the extra work out of it, right? Like, yeah, don't. It still counts. It's still fine. I mean, if you're making freezer food, it would still be fine. Like, it really is. It does get frustrating when you want to and there's something that holds you back, right? So we really liked HelloFresh's variety and generally the quality, not every single time. But here, I mean, look at what we've done. I think I've showed some of y'all this before. We have 3 binders. 2 of them are mine. One of mine is just for sweets. But this has all, I'm trying not to hit the mic with it, all of the HelloFresh recipes that we would make again in it, and then some from Home Chef as well, because we started with them. And their food is decent, it really is. And then it tells you in general, not always, sometimes it's like 1 packet, and I have to go look up, like there's 1 packet of concentrated chicken stock, and it's like a teaspoon. And then I can buy a big thing of chicken stock, concentrate, and put a teaspoon in, and it's the same thing. But we kept all of these, and I will make these either whenever he wants, or whenever I remember that they're there and we're tired of the same old thing. So I think it's absolutely reasonable to take advantage of like kits, or we did Greenling for a while, which was a lot of fresh produce that they would deliver to you, and then you could just do whatever you wanted with it, that kind of thing. You live off freezer food most of the time, you're getting tired of it. That's the thing, is a lot of freezer food starts to taste the same for me, like a chicken nugget and a fish stick and a fried chicken pita and a pizza, little mini pizza, which are all in there right now. It just starts to feel like fried freezer food after a while. So I get that. Okay. Yes, it did say to alternate the flour and the sour cream, and I'm just gonna kind of put it all in there. I totally forgot the sour cream, that's what happened. Seriously, something in here smells bad. It's not just onion and tuna fish. Something in here is rotting. Like, there's not that much stuff in the fridge. You do a lot of the stir-fried noodles? Oh, nice. I don't, I'm trying to think. I don't think we have anything like that. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't. Oh wait, like ramen? We do have that. I don't usually make it. Irish usually makes it for himself. 95 grams of sour cream. Look at that, so nice. I will get a fresh utensil. How's everybody doing? Is it go home time? It's about go home time for some people, and it's driving time already for others. Okay, that'll be 95 exactly. Excellent. So, I know a lot of people don't like sour cream. It's sour, but it's so good. It's just, I like yogurt. I like sour cream. I like fermented dairy. What can I say? I mean, cheese is basically the best. But sour cream and yogurt are the next best thing to cheese. Unless you're lactose intolerant, in which case none of them are good for you. All right, so this is our batter. Not mixing it yet because the leavening. So we're gonna make the crumble topping. And this is when I use all the spoons, because I keep licking the ones I have. You need a snack. Go for it, Emily. Absolutely. I feel, okay, so check this out. I'm very proud of myself because I remembered before I did the thing. I didn't have to remember after I did the thing and it failed. Why it failed was because I forgot to do the thing. So I came home from my little park workout. Kiddo had already followed the morning checklist that I left for her, which is the same morning checklist as normal, but when I'm not there, I feel like she does better if she has the list, and then I come home and expectations are set and she has done all the things that I've asked her to do that she should do every morning. So that was great. So I came home to that, and then I fed her food. She had breakfast, that was part of her checklist, but then I fed her more food, and then we started school. And then between all the subjects, we had a 3 to 5 minute break. I think that has a huge amount to do with today not being a disaster, because sometimes the first day of school, homeschool or public or private, is a disaster, right? Especially, we did 9 subjects today, and she's been doing 3 during the summer because she's kind of mad that we don't stop during the summer, but I stopped one summer and the restart was catastrophic, and I will never do that again because pain is a very efficient way for me to learn. So I'm never doing that again. But I fed her, and I feel like maybe feeding her right before school and then maybe during school, depending on how long it takes, it's going to be a real game changer. So I'm excited. She had donuts. Oh, whatever. I don't care. Food is food. Calories are calories for the brain, right? Warrior Queen, you love sauteing almost anything with peanuts. Yes. Megan, how are you? And Bacon too. Hello. Welcome in. Okay, I'm done with my proud moment for myself, but really, it works so well. I'm hoping it becomes a thing that I can do automatically, where I don't think she eats enough. I mean, and she's in that stage where she's a tall, thin thing. I was a tall, thin thing. Irish was a tall, thin thing. Like, it's just a thing. Like, especially prepubescent, you're not getting all the extra signals. It's just like you're made of bones and stuff that holds your bones together, and that's basically it. She's like, I'm not hungry. I'm like, I don't want you to be hungry. I want your blood sugar to be at a good level where you can function very well. And I don't think she always does that. I didn't either as a kid, and I was being fed sugar. So no fat, more sugar. I hope that's a game changer for us. And she's matured a lot this summer. You're back with cheese and crackers. Total win. Total win. Love cheese and crackers. Feed cheese and crackers to my people on the regular because it's easy and it's good. Megan, how are you? Bacon, how are you? What's been going on? How's everybody's for you in the U.S.? How was your Labor Day yesterday? Our Monday off. And for those of you not, how was your Monday? Let's catch up a little bit. Did anybody do anything super fun, or did anybody do anything super problematic? I'm just curious. Haha, 36. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Where is my half teaspoon? There it is. Fantastic. Full of leavening. My cinnamon probably has all sorts of baking powder in it because I doubled it because I only have the one. Hashtag for the half teaspoon measure. That didn't even go over well. All right, cinnamon and brown sugar. We'll mush that together and we'll preheat the oven another thing that needs to be done. $350 for 18 potentially. Whoa. Oh no. Nope. No. Goodness, that was a little bit harder than it should have been. You're boring. Never. Never, never. If you start with a cheese and cracker, you can dress it up. I put cucumbers on mine yesterday when I had lunch. Mustard, cherry tomato, any kind of veg on top that kind of goes, that's always good. You could do an interesting cheese, goat cheese would be good. You got your husband addicted to Stardew Valley, and oh yes, yay! So Irish and Kiddo and I played Dinkum, which is a lot like Stardew Valley, but it's in early access, and we hit the wall where the functionality to continue is not there. We could grind, but we're like, we need a sprinkler. Sprinklers aren't in the game yet. We're working on, so we kind of hit that wall. But we did work on it probably 15 or 16 hours together, 3 players. I mean, it's a lot of man hours in there. So, so today, we hit a wall in Dinkum yesterday afternoon, and I have my list of things I need to do in Stardew Valley, just like, remember on summer 28 to watch the Queen of Sauce because she's going to teach you roasted hazelnuts, and the trash bear needs you to make some roasted hazelnuts. Like, okay. Make 300,000 gold so that Robin can do a community upgrade. I have all these things, and they're like long-term things. And I go in and I play a little Stardew Valley, usually daily, and then I don't play it again. Like I have put hours into it, but I'm at the point now where I'm like, I'll just do a couple things. You're working on your teamwork. Only had 3 fights so far. Fair enough. I think Irish and I only had 1 rude snapping interchange in the whole of Dinkum. That's pretty good. Emily plays Stardew Valley with her husband.
Yeah. I tried to start it today.
Emily bakes. I'm making her cookies.
Tried to do it today.
You don't do pixel art very well. Minecraft and Stardew. It's just little sprites. It's not your view, your animation. Because Dinkum is 3D modeled, so it's cute. It's cartoony, but it's...
What's up, Flat?
How you doing?
Good, Momo.
Tired of existing.
Tired of existing. The alternative is trash. Oh, Daniel likes your shirt.
This is a
My legs are just.
Your legs are tired.
I wore this
My
to
legs
her
are tired of existing.
best friend's memorial service for
Dad, yeah. Best friend's dad's, yeah.
Her best friend's dad memorial service. It was Star Wars themed, so everybody was in Star Wars gear.
It was cool.
I got a stormtrooper shirt.
Yep.
It's really cool.
It is. And then so my friend, who's her best friend's mom, said it's going to be a memorial for him. One of his favorite things was Star Wars. Wear your Star Wars shirt. So I loved showing up in a mass of people wearing Star Wars shirts to a church to have a proper, not funeral service, but memorial ceremony.
I cried 3/4 of the time.
I cried most of the time too.
No, wait, 1/4 of the time. Sorry, my math sucks.
She's a 10-year-old girl that lost her daddy.
It's you can cry about it a lot if you need to.
It's very depressing.
Why are you laughing?
Because she loves to say the word depressed.
You think depressed is a funny word?
Sometimes when you use it right by context.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm joking.
Context is everything, but I hadn't heard that you thought depressed was a funny word before. All right.
It's because I was playing with
Reese, hi.
with White Bear, and then we were doing something, and Baby Penny, she thought I said depressing.
Oh.
And I said no, I said aggressive, and then
Aggressive, not depressing. That's why it's funny to you.
Depressing.
You're so funny. That is fantastic. Ooh, I heard that. He's filling up his wine glass over there. Sounds good. All right, Daniel, noted. When your legs walk off without you, we'll know what to do. Everybody wear your Star Wars shirt for Daniel.
Giving anything, baby?
No.
All the people in the chat.
I recognize every single name there.
Yes, I'm sure you do, baby. These are our people. The whole crew is here. Well, Red Raider's not, because Red Raider doesn't ever come in anymore.
What?
He doesn't. He doesn't, because he and Flatspin always start shenanigans.
Get
and
him, Flat.
They
Get
haven't
him.
been in. He hasn't been in to start anything.
He also started a new job.
He did start well, both of them did though.
Make him come in.
New jobs for all, right? No, that's right. Oh, he's in school. Wait, who's in school? No, Reese's in school. Why can't I keep my children straight anymore? Okay, I'm looking for cupcake papers. I know they're in here. Oh, wow. No, that's not it. You know, I should have done this maybe before stream. Oh, look at all that. It's a mess. I have a lot of good stuff in here, though. Like cupcake dividers. Oh, they're way back here. Okay, they shouldn't be there. Okay, everything's fine. I found them. Whew. Oh. This is part of what I love about streaming is like I don't have to, you know, give you a prompt. Y'all are super great to each other. That's important. If you were here, I would expect the same thing. I mean, half of y'all would be upstairs playing on Irish's machine with the fantastic monitor. All the things. All right. Feeding the family but watching. Well, thank you, Warrior Queen. We actually put on Twitch streams when we eat dinner. Sometimes if we can't agree what to put on for television, we'll just open up Twitch and watch people. That's always fun. And the child already knows all the words, so it's not like we're gonna have a big surprise or anything. Look what I learned from Twitch. All right, so now finally the cupcake base can come together. And the sour cream activates the baking powder. Oh man, oh no, it's fine. I thought I saw a blue hair in there, and it's nice that my hair is blue, and I bake because I believe they teach you in culinary school, if you go to such a thing, that nothing naturally blue occurs in your food. Like it would, anything that's blue instead of purple would be dyed. So I can look for blue and make sure that I take out any hair. Thankfully it hasn't happened yet. I haven't needed to. That is part of the rationale of the hairdo. Right? Nice and creamy. Good. All right. So I think we'll do a disher and then some topping, and then we'll see if we need to put a little more, how much to put on top. Thank you, Reese. I appreciate that. I just do stuff whimsically with my hair. There's no plan. There's no like real logical basis for it. And so I'm glad that you like it. I like it too. I think it turned out pretty fun. I just don't wear it down enough for people to see it as much. Which it's not there to show off, so that's fine, but you know what I mean. Like, my roots are all dark anyway, so meh. You would need hair to be able to dye it. Yes, but that's okay, flat spin, because I would shave it if I could. Shave mine right off. I think it'd be fabulously cool, as in temperature. You had blue with black streaks over a year ago. Warrior Queen, I was thinking about putting some like very, very dark streaks in my hair. Like today literally was the first time I was like, oh, I could put like dark, like almost, I can't do real black. I really can't. My coloring just really doesn't allow for it. But it would be really neat to do something like that. I almost had natural hair color with blue stripes in it, but the salon girl couldn't, I don't know. She was helpful, but she wasn't really like helping. And I got frustrated and just said bleach all of it because I'm not getting the guidance to make a decision, which is fair. Like, it's my hair, I should make the decision, but I kind of went there so that I could get some guidance. Anyway, you don't want to be bald, it sucks. Why does it suck? You don't even have to, you can just like scrub your head with soap. It'd be so easy. I might miss hair, I might. I just wear a hoodie all the time or something, I don't know, if I missed it. Or like a little toque. That'd be cute. All right, I don't think we have enough for another scoop. So I'm gonna dust some everywhere. Dust some in and then put half a scoop on each. This maybe should have made 8 instead of 12 as well. We'll have to see. Cutting recipes down is always an interesting experience. Because sometimes it goes perfectly well, and sometimes you learn why not to do that, or that it wasn't quite the same. Okay, I'm putting more in the middle because I really want it stays like really nice and rich and gooey when it's in the middle, and on the top it dries out obviously. So I want more in the middle, and then I'll do a little more on the top. Some women dig bald, absolutely. Flat spin, are you trying to get some girls with your hair, or lack thereof? Hey Skelly, how are you? How are things? Today is a great Tuesday/Monday, so I mean, for me it's really just a Tuesday because I don't stream on Mondays anyway. But I did take advantage of the day and do like almost nothing. Did leave the house, but only to put something on the porch. Everybody else was like doing parties and this and that, and I'm like, we're just gonna play dinkum and have snacks. And I mean, I didn't dictate it. I asked my family if that's what they wanted to do, and we're all pretty happy with that. All right, so here goes another chunk on top, not a whole disher. If you go bald, you'll just comb your eyebrow over. Unibrow fashion, love it. See, unibrow's good for something. I don't mind a good unibrow. Like, you should just own it. Just be like, yeah, all my hair's on my face, but above my eyes. I always wondered if I should grow a mustache if I were able to. I don't know. Mustache would be pretty cool. I might hate it if I actually had one though. Things are awesome. Hope all are well. I think we're doing well here. Thank you, Skelly. Everybody so far has not had complaints that they've told me. And you know you can come into Mom's kitchen and say anything. Unless it's about being hateful to other people. Then you can't. Then you're going to get in timeout. Okay, that is our 30 minutes for the cookie dough. So once we're done here, we'll get that out. You have one girlfriend who won't date a guy unless he's bald. Ooh, warrior queen. What if he shaves his head? Is that cool? He just has to keep it shaved the whole time. Maybe a trim, but you like the length. Reese, absolutely. Yeah, go for it. You're making donations for a toupee. Oh, everybody's gonna chip in. You can have a strand of blue. It'd be fabulous. And take what you can get. Hey, all good. All right. I'm not gonna have enough. Everything is fine. Nothing is ruined. We're just gonna scrape up what we can. Yeah, I'm gonna actually scrape it all out of the disher too. Which helps because the disher, when it goes to the dishwasher, occasionally retains everything in the inside, and then that's gross and we have to wash it by hand. I don't know why I said we. The child is in charge of the cutlery coming out of the dishwasher, so she always hands it back to me like, this is disgusting, and then I have to assess it and agree. If you lost your head of hair, there would be hell to pay. Perfect, John. Welcome in. How are you? I missed your Sunday stream. Well, I kept the morning one, or maybe my days are off. I didn't get to see the X-Wing is what I'm saying. And that was a bummer, because I meant to. I also didn't get out of my pajamas all day Monday, so I'm not reliable. You have hair and you still prefer wigs, Megan? I've never tried like a wig that I liked, so hence the just dye my hair a color. And I'll probably cut most of it off at some point. Well, not most of it. All right, that needed a little bit more. And this one needed a little bit more. And then we're gonna very quickly, because I'm already taking my sweet time with this and should not have let it go for that long. All my bubbles are getting used up, but we're gonna put some more topping on it. Pajama Mondays rock, absolutely. So hopefully this will get super puffy, or these might just be tiny. Either way, my notes will be able to indicate maybe that this should have been 8 instead of 12, but that is totally fine. And we are going to use all this topping because yes, we are. Brown sugar cinnamon, we are not wasting it. That would not be right. Now, this recipe does say put nuts in the filling, and I do not because my child does not like them, but I absolutely would put pecans, walnuts, probably pecans or walnuts in there. All right. 18 potentially, so we'll do 18. I put new timers in like I was supposed to have done ages ago. X-Wing was on Monday. Vada's still, oh yes, that's why. Darn it. Okay, yes, then I'll go check it out. I mean, the chat's the most fun. The live chat's the most fun. But yes, I would love to. I'll look forward to that. You usually use colored wax as well. Warrior Queen, does that work well? I've seen people talk about it, but I don't know. No, not waxing. It's a colored wax you put in your hair and it like melts in and yeah, exactly. And you wash it out. Will it work on scalp? Yes! Colored. Do you like stripes? Like racing stripes? That'd be amazing. Some coolish news. Cosmo's Apache merch is now sent off, ready for print upload. It's all on his end now. I'm sure that sounds cool. Like, I almost understood that, John. Almost. Damn it. This is again. Please send a 3D version of your skull to Irish and he will skin your scalp. But not in that way, the other way. A burlap sack. Is that an in-joke? At least it wasn't a different kind of sack. Right. Cookies. All right, we're gonna try our standard Fruit Loop setup, which is a 2.5 inch ring. I don't know. Yep. 2.5. Well, centimeters doesn't help. It's a 2.5 inch ring. It's 6 centimeters, but for a minute there, it didn't look like anything. Oh, it's got burnt stuff on it. Oh, good, it's gonna come off. All right. Sometimes scrubbing with soap and water does not get things off. And then I have to wait, and then eventually all the dried bits come off. Shower stream. Oh my gosh. Do you see the Apache design you did for Cosmo? That's not ready for print. You just has to upload it. Yeah. Oh, the helicopter one with the green. You have dark hair, usually use a light purple. Ooh. I bet white would look wicked too, but like, yes, dark hair with like a lavender or like a silvery white. Oh, those would look so fun. You knew Flat was going to say something to that. The helicopter. I know, Irish. I know. If I sat down and listened to you, I would know a lot more. I'm a terrible wife. Sorry. All right, getting all the bits off. Don't want bits in our experimental cookies. What did I even? Oh, I made damper. That's why. It was messy. Tiger viper hair. Yes. That would be awesome. Orange and black. There you get up. Oh no, he does the voice so well. Well, he does Will Ferrell's version of the voice so well. By accident you had that? Oh dear. All right, if Emily's still here, we're gonna roll it out. Let's see where we get. How thick should I roll it? This is 1/4 inch. I want them thin and crispy. I'm gonna do 1/4. Leopard, ooh, that's fun. All right, let's see if we can get this nice and thin. I see spots of color in here though, which makes me think that the flavored oils are not fully distributed. So we'll see when we take a bite, huh? Emily's still here, yay! I never blame y'all if you need to go off and do something like ever. So please don't feel like you have to stick around. And when I watch some of y'all stream, occasionally I just close out the entire browser because things have gone sideways and I need to leave. So I expect you to do exactly the same. If you need to go, go. But I'm also not a person who can leave a noise on in the background very easily. I need to be watching it or turning it off. So there's that. Happy kitty. She just came in and started eating some of the food that I dumped on the floor at the beginning of the stream. The pieces I did not pick up. Good big kitty. Ah. All right, that looks really nice, but I'm wondering how much it's gonna stick versus if it's gonna actually come off and let me do what I want with it. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just take that. It's so delicate. When I pull it up, it's gonna change shape, yeah. You've been snacking, that's true. That's excellent, yes. I did already forget about the cheese and crackers. Oh, let me catch up with what Flats from 12-hour stream of Dawn doing Harry Curry while doing CG. Oh, she's here. You want me to get her flat spin? I will. 1/4 inch for the thickness of the dough. That's going on my Tinder bio. Yes, John. Come on, babies. People want a cute cameo. Are you being sweet? You can give me some purse? You can give me some purse?
That's what she said.
Are you uncomfortable? You're very uncomfortable. Okay, bye. All right, then, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it. I'm gonna leave it on here and peel away the part that I'm not baking, and I'll fridge it again. And we'll do 7. It shouldn't spread very much, right, Emily? Well, we'll do 6 because this one's not in good shape. That's bitch kitty. He calls both of them bitch kitty. Don't let him fool you. That's his bitch kitty. The other one's my bitch kitty. You want to add the wig? Add to the wig and hair talk, yes. You had someone come into chat last week and ask you to donate your hair to them? Well, you have gorgeous curly hair, right? I remember from your clip we were talking about that. But that's a super creepy thing to say, so whatever. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess on one hand, there's no harm in asking, but it is kind of creeper. They claimed it was for kids with cancer. Didn't tell you the organization they were with. Shady. Yeah, someone tries to steal your hair. No. It's gonna go on eBay. eBay for creepers. Whatever that is. I'm sure there's one. No one will take my hair because I put colors in it and do all sorts of fun things with it. Well, colors anyway. All right, we'll get this done. We have plenty of time. How much time do we have? We have 8 minutes left on our cupcakes. They are not smelling even close to done yet, so that's nice. She is scared of literally everything, that cat. If you reach 500, you'll change your call sign to Bitch Kitty. Yes, John. Excellent. Go follow John Buller, please. Bitch tits. Oh my goodness. You would never donate your hair for any reason. Yeah, no. That's your Grindr username already. Oh my gosh. Y'all are too funny. All right. Peeling the dough. Yeah, it's super delicate, but it does hold together. It's not like shortbread. You can do some with shortbread, but I can tell the texture difference in this one. Hi, big kitties. You wanna come here? You wanna come here? Come on, babies. She's like slowly starting away, like I hear you, but no. The cookies won't spread at all. I am so glad to hear that. I was hoping that's the case, especially if there's no leavening and no egg, it generally stays. But every so often I've had an interesting experience with that. So since you've made it before, I completely trust you. But if I hadn't, if I didn't have you, I would be worried. That sounds very dramatic. You know what I mean. All right, now I really want to clean up all the bits in between because they're just going to burn on the silpat like the damper residue did, because I needed the damper on the silpat and left all the little sticky bits. Which damper is amazing because it's literally self-raising flour and milk, and then you get bread. It's pretty great. All right, so now we're going to do the holes, and then we'll be ready to peel them out, and then we'll bake. Well, assuming the cupcakes get done. Oh! Like literally it stuck into the cookie dough. I don't know how that happened. It's been made by several other food and drink streamers as well. Oh, perfect. Okay, great. Oh, I totally trust you, but it does help just to know, since I have never done it before. I mean, I screw up a lot on stream. It's fine. You want to watch? Are we jousting? Oh, we're jousting for the honor of people who steal, or for the honor of Emily against the people who would steal her hair. Oh no, warrior queen. Wait, who are we jousting? John, accurate, 1,000,000% accurate. The only good thing about us playing It Takes Two was that he got the shooty person by default, and I didn't. And so we were able to be okay, but I can't jump. And so there's a lot of like, he waits for me while I do the puzzle 3 or 4 times because I keep falling off of stuff. It's really cute though. And like the storyline really grows. I love the book though. The book is the best character. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look at It Takes Two. And please note that only one person of the 2 who are going to play it has to buy the game because it's only 2-player. And so like Irish bought it and I play the other player without having to purchase it. So it's really, really well done. The couple that plays together must argue as part of the leveling up. Yes, you're a princess, Emily. I mean, see how good that sounded, Princess Emily? Right there. Absolutely. Well, you don't have to be. But if you want to be a princess, you can, and we will joust. And if you want to be the kind of princess who shoots bows and arrows and rescues herself, that's great. And if you don't, that's great too. Reese coming in with the backup. Absolutely. Oh, this is why I stream. I don't even have to make any jokes that I amuse myself with because y'all are in the same headspace. And I can pretend to be like all nice and sweet, innocent. Aw! Flat Spin, thank you so much for the gift sub to Emily. Ooh, making Taco Tuesday. She kept twatting you with the hammer. I haven't heard that word used in that context, John. So you let her fall over and over on the rail section. Oh no. Who had the hammer? I had the hammer and Irish had the nails. Uh-oh, 1 second. So the thing about the kitty who shall not be named. Her name is Tess. I'm not going to call her the other thing, but I'll call her Irish's cat. Is she likes cords, and so she just tried to climb the blinds to get to the cord. She's usually very mild-mannered. Mine's the noisy, annoying one. But that cat right there, other than the barfing, which she can't help, will climb to get a cord and was like up the curtains. Kitty, I know. She won't come over here though. She's a stinker. Okay, the cupcakes are starting to smell really good. Let's see. How much longer? Ah, 1:46. Okay, perfect. And then these are starting to smell like Fruit Loops. So we'll put them on and bake them. And if they're good, I can't really color, like this is a quarter, that was a third of a batch. So this would be a sixth of a batch. I won't put food dye in it because I again, with the dropper issue, they're huge drops. It would be very difficult to blend that much dye into a tiny bit of dough. So we'll see. Mojo doesn't do that. You had a cat that loved to eat cords. Pretty laid back cat. I read that as black cat. Flat Spin. Is he a black cat? I like laid back cats. Normally Tessie's really chill, but she's totally PTSD, and she does do the cord thing every so often. And I yelled at her to get her attention, and she looked at me like, what? Only your evil stepdad speaker cables? Yes! Emily, I love it. The cat was looking out for you. Screw that him. But anyway, we won't say that, but you know what I mean. Yes. Cats know. Red, you got a real job and you have to work. Oh, no wonder you've been absent for so long. Not really. Your presence was here, but you weren't fighting with your brother like usual, so I thought something was off. How's the new job? Or the real job? Or how do you feel about it? Attack them. Oh, Flat. Brindlecoat? He's a tortoise? He's not really a tortie. Unless he's super rare. Okay, let's do this. The job is good, yay. I love to hear that. Love it. Ooh, oh my goodness, they're so little. All right, definitely an 8, not a 12. Yeah, they're good. If you learn how to touch them, you don't have to stick anything in them. That's what she said. I can tell they're done without having to put a toothpick in. That's all. So these go in. I'm going to cool it off a little bit. 10 degrees. It's just going to sing right back to me. I know it is. You changed, bro. Lemonade stand. Aw. Shit. Cute cakes. They are little tiny cakes, aren't they? Right? That's what I said. I should put that. I should have that on a shirt on stream, and then y'all can play that. Cookies. Ooh, yes. Almost cookies. Overwatch. Oh, Racy. Oh my goodness. We play that on free weekends every so often. Oh no, John, I was about to quote that too, and you got in front of me. For your milkshake, exactly. Whose milkshake? Okay, we're just gonna go put these in, and so we'll do, what did we say? 9 to 11 fans, so we'll do, did I put an 8? I put an 8. Ha, I put an 8. Look at me. I'm like a grown-up doing things. Okay, so 8 minutes on the cookies. I'm going to get a cooling rack. I'll get 2. Can you all check if you're accruing channel points? You seem to not be getting any. Maybe that's a sign. Uh-oh. This has turned into a quote the song contest. Or at least Shakira and whoever sings Milkshake. Does she sing anything else? Oh, you are? Okay. Well. 21.6K. A lot of you have been lurking me and probably should get the snickerdoodles at some point. Or you can make me do the Harry Potter bake. Either way. Oh, Dom. Hello, come in. Eat cookies. Actually, I'll show you my cupcakes. That's what you do? Okay, no. I'm done saying that for the day. You all are welcome to take over for me. Whoop. That was a thing that I knew was going to happen before I saw it happen. Great. Don't put the rolling pin on things. It falls off. That's all. Is it hot? No. Okay. All right, so coffee cake cupcakes that don't taste like coffee because you have them with your coffee. See, these have a nice coating and it would be really nice if you put a little bit of butter right on there. I do need to put makes 8 because I did want them to be a little taller, but this is the first time I've cut down the recipe, so all experimental. If you were a coffee cake, would you eat yourself? I don't think okay, I can't say that either. Nope. Man, apparently having a really good, exciting day and drinking caffeine during the stream has got me into a place where I'm just ready to not be family friendly. Y'all are Twitch family though, so it's cool. Okay, yeah, it's Kelis, yes. I don't even know how to say. Yeah, her milkshake was not. Time for hot dogs. What? Oh, good job, Red. Congrats on the new job. Good job helping the wife make dinner. You're doing all the things. Dom, Amazon wishlist, please make one. Uh-oh. Irish gonna send you stuff you don't even know. All right, that just needs a good rinse. I am legit gonna put butter on one of these and eat it. When your parents would have a row, your mom would go into her office and play that song really loud. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh yeah. You like Adele? That's fantastic. As well you should. You thought they like boating? The cookies are in the oven, Emily. Yes. Yes. So we have 4 minutes left. I can't smell them strongly yet, so it'll probably be a couple more minutes and then I will be able to. But we're putting a tiny bit of butter. I'm off cam. Sorry. Tiny bit of butter on here, and then because I have a fork in my hand, I'm going to use it. And we'll try our coffee cake cupcake. Really, the child should come do the taste test. She asked for this specifically. She asked for a coffee cake, and I said, well, I'll make a cupcake version. And then she can just grab one for dessert. She doesn't have to, I don't have to cut a cake and store the cake and all the things. Chili hot dogs are good. John. Your dialect, man. You're so funny. Oh, you're coming to taste test? Excellent. In a Harry Carey outfit. Legit. Is it not just like a wig and giant glasses? I feel like that's all it is. Hydrate. I redeem my channel points. Everybody hydrate. I can hear them coming down the stairs. You want to taste test? Come on, Reese. Get over here.
We heard there was coffee cake.
Coffee cake cupcakes.
We heard there was coffee cake. I have a thing attached to my back.
And she's got chocolate on her elbow.
Look out, look out, look out, look out.
Hoocha hoya. You like to donate when your first paycheck comes in to the Harry Carey outfit? Amazing. All right, this is your taste test mostly.
Shut the front door.
Excellent.
Oh,
Good.
finally, Red Raider's in here.
Oh, Reg, you got you. I'm sorry. I only said I just hadn't seen you in a while, and I missed your shenanigans with flat spin. That's
They
all.
need that. What's that? I don't know what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some crusty, like sugary.
Oh, okay.
What is that called?
Well, it depends on if you're talking about the one, the crackling, or if you're
I
talking.
don't know. I don't know what it's called. So.
Frosting.
What is it on? Where does it come from? Where have you seen it? I love that you're eating the whole cupcake. On
Coffee
there?
cake.
On coffee cake? Okay, well then it just means I need to mix butter.
Holy crap, man! Streusel. That's it.
Oh yeah. Okay, so what this lacks to make streusel is butter. So I will put butter in it next time and it will make. Because see, in the cake, it's gooey.
Don't pop it.
Almost lost a finger, y'all. Oh, Warrior Queen, thank you. I love my family too. He's a good family.
Yes, Dom, that's true.
Dad never gives you piggyback rides flat spin. You're doing it wrong. I don't know.
It's because I'm the best child.
Holy crap.
You are the best child.
You could some of this action?
Yeah, I did. Ow.
However, it does expose your real name. Boo.
If you share an Amazon wish list.
If you share an Amazon wish list, make a new one. You don't freak out about people knowing your real name like Irish does. We just like our
I will never
identities. Our
never reveal my real name.
never reveal your name. All right, baby, you don't have to.
Not on my
So there's the online world and the real world.
He does make a pretty strong distinction. I get iffy, but you know, it's all right.
Yeah, like you don't let me say anything to my online friend.
No, if I haven't met your friend in person, you don't get to tell them your personal information. That's definitely a thing. How can you love him back? The man says he loves me. I don't even know his name. Dom's digging it. Skelly, you folks have such an awesome IRL family. Aside from you, of course, you're my Twitch family.
I don't know.
I got both.
I don't know Flatspin's name.
Jose,
Jose.
Javier.
His name is Black.
I'm trying to think, like, I mean,
Arnold.
I know lots of them, but
I know Megan's because she put it in her
out of
name.
respect for people, I just don't go
I know one of them.
blasting their crap out everywhere.
Well, two of them.
Yes, John. We know John. Oh my gosh, is John not his real name? That'd be amazing.
Yeah, so,
You'll never call
Yeah.
Momo by her real name because she's Momo. She is Momo though. Like that is her real
if
name.
I call her Morgan,
She gets
thinks
mad.
She
Yeah.
thinks I'm mad at her.
Okay, I'm gonna be right behind you with the hot tray. No, you're okay.
Momo, it was say Momo. Like, what could Momo
She's fine.
possibly be?
Bartholomew, yes. Cuthbert.
Bartholomew.
Cuthbert's a classic.
I think I know Dom's too, but I never even.
I really don't think about it. You told me what you want me to call y'all. I know David's because it's not Dr. Phil, it's David. But that's because I said, what would you like me to call you? And he said, well, David's my name. And I was like, okay.
Oh yeah.
Bartholomew
Yeah, don't dox yourself.
from Spaceballs.
What?
Oh, Mama, I have to show you Spaceballs sometime. Spaceballs?
Spaceballs?
The movie?
It's a movie. Like Nutball, but Spaceballs.
Okay, so they're done for sure. They're not golden brown on the edges. Emily, do you usually leave them in until they are? Because right now they're super tender and I'm moving them and like I've already broken one. So what do you usually do after? I would let them cool. I am going to let them cool on the sheet for now. But I'm just wondering if they're a little bit underbaked.
Streusel.
Yeah, streusel, okay.
That's what they need.
Oh, Daniel, you hydrated me again. That sounded weird. You gave me a hydrate again. I know, I didn't mean it that way.
I don't know. Somebody just hydrated your mom. That's
What does that mean?
different kind of streusel.
The Schwartz, you have to watch it. It's full of bad word puns and sexual puns. So we'll explain to you and when you're ready to. She doesn't. Anytime I say there's any like adult content, like anything slightly sexual, she's like, ah, which is, oh, thank you. It's very bright now. They need to sit on the pan for a couple minutes. Okay, I'm like, that's what I should have done. I took them right off. But it's hot, but I'm gonna taste it so I can see if there's actually flavor in it. When will then be now? Yes,
What is this?
love that. Fruit Loop.
But is it fruity?
Oh,
It can't be fruity if it's just white.
I know, but this was a test.
Nope. Tastes hella like Fruit Loops.
Okay, it does, yes. This was it. The pipette made all the difference. Okay, so we can color it.
How does it taste like Fruit Loops?
Because I put the flavor in, but no food coloring.
But like, what flavor? Do they sell Fruit Loop flavor at the store?
Orange, lemon, raspberry, blueberry, cherry, apple, and lime, which I don't have.
It tastes exactly like Fruit Loops.
It really does. Thank you, Emily, for this recipe, because all I did was put flavoring into yours, and it's good.
I mean, it tastes like Fruit Loops.
So now I just need to make a big batch
really
and color it. Right.
Because they have no color, so it's...
Yeah. Emily, they do not have a tiny bit of brown, so I probably need to leave them in for another minute. Yes, so I'll make a note.
They're a little undercooked.
Because sometimes, especially with this kind of dough, it's hard to tell specifically.
I watch her stream. She streams, doesn't she?
Emily?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I watch her stream.
Mm-hmm. She's got great hair. We were talking about how people are creeping on her. She's got the big curly hair.
Somebody offered to buy her hair. That's a little weird. I'd have sold it. $1.7 million.
Emily, you're so cute. I mixed the flavors myself. I dropped them in, that was all. My name is Frank Rizzo. Oh, I do, Reese. Thank you. I have a cooking Instagram. So does Smiley Face Pancake. Emily, do you have an Instagram? Do I follow you on there? There's been a lot lately, so that's been lovely. Oh, I need to take a picture. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, it's Lisanth_bakes if you need to know, because somebody took Lisanth. But I'm only Lisanth here because somebody took Liz, which is my mage, which is where everything comes from, because I'm a mage for life. Oh, that should be in my next tattoo. Anyway, you wish you had great hair. Flat spin, it's okay. They're a pale cookie. They need to be toasty on the edge. Thanks for the compliments. I love that you used your hair like one. That was awesome. Okay, so these are under. Okay. Then, as sad as it is, because it's hard to put them, I can't put them back in for another minute, can I? I mean, they're done. I was going to say I would put these in the trash and rebake the rest of the dough at the right temp. I might not dump those, but I'm definitely going to rebake the rest. Okay, so I went for 8 minutes, and it needs to be 9 at least. You know, we're just going to do a 10. If it's going to be over, that's fine. I'd rather have an overbaked cookie, honestly. Okay, can be a white mage in Final Fantasy. I don't know. I don't know if I need another game yet. Graham, you can do anything you want. You have an Insta too. Your Emily Bakes on everything. If I don't have you, I don't have my phone because Irish has it, so he could talk to Comcast if they called. Hi, baby. Everything is here. Why don't I help you? Come here, babies. She came up. She's uncomfortable with this, but she came up. I think, did you want to see what was up here? Did you want to check out what was in your normal space? You're super uncomfortable, huh, babies? You want to be over here? You want to be here? You want me to move this? You want me to move it so you can come up? Come here, babies. Come here. Come right here, and then you can be on camera. I can't give you any treats because you'll puke them. Sorry, I tried. All right, okay. Are we still doing names? What are we talking about? Dominique Montague. Oh, Montague, Heathcliff, D'Artagnan. Love it. That was real name is bitch kitty. You're only doing 1 baking stream a week for right now. Oh, Emily, that's very reasonable of you. Very. Let me make sure I'm following you. Oh, hang on. Awesome, I never followed you. No wonder I never see you on. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Fixed. Fixed now. Terrible streamer. Gaddafi is secretly John Bernthal? I don't know. I don't know who that is. Yes. Irish is going to do a hot tub stream with Dom. It's already in the works. We just need a hot tub. Would you... Oh, Shaquille, hello. How are you? I'm so sorry. I scrolled and found you, but I had skipped you earlier. Well, my chat window's this big. Would you rather tread water middle of the ocean from dusk to dawn with a life jacket or skydive from a hot air balloon at night? Oh gosh, those are my two things: drowning and falling. I mean, which are very common fears because they're deadly usually. So like, well, drowning by definition is. Falling can be. Dang it. You can also be a black, red, and blue main trader. That's funny. Okay, all right. So Emily confirms 10. Sent your recipe. I don't know if you want it. Warrior Queen sent me a recipe on Discord. I don't have Discord on here. I don't load it for streams, but I'll check if it was on mine. It was you sipping tea. Oh, how funny. Dang it, Irish. Oh, Whisper. On Twitch itself? Okay, awesome. I will pick it up as soon as I get off here then. We will roll out the rest of this and bake it properly though. But these obviously were a success because I didn't get to finish one. Irish took another one and shared it with the child as well, which is great. So unfortunately the neighbors don't get any of these because these were bespoke for the child. But they can have some Fruit Loops. I don't know if they want the Fruit Loops. You know, I'm not gonna box these up. I'm gonna make some space though. Let's be reasonable. Like, why start now, right? Reasonable. I make skin, not show skin. Funny. Right, Reese? Give the people what they want. Everybody wants to see Irish. Actually, probably not. Maybe just me. See, I really like hot tubs, but I would not stream from one. So, there's that. That's not what I heard. The neighbors could not have any of those. I know. I'll have to make them their own batch. If Woofer's watching and he needs some of these, please tell me and I'll make you your own batch. But I can't give these away. Actually, see if I make the ones with streusel, then these can go because they're inferior. All right, I'm gonna tidy. Let's see what I want to keep. I need to put my mouse elsewhere. Let's put all this back here. Let's put this, oh no, I need it. What am I doing? I don't know. Oh, I should have fridged this. Let me toss it in for just a second while I tidy up the counter and then I will get it back out again. You have a super nice streusel recipe if you want. What is in it? I was just gonna do butter and brown sugar and cinnamon, kind of like the coffee cake. I could do some oats, whizzed up oats. I like an oat streusel myself. Your birthday is Saturday? I mean, I'll send them to you. They won't nearly be as fresh, but I'll send you some. If you DM me your message. Address is what I was talking about. The trick is to use a green screen so it looks like Irish in the hot tub is one of your saucepans during a cooking stream. Fabulous. I'll just like move it around on be like baking and stewing. That's so funny, John. I wonder if we could do that. Butter, cinnamon, brown sugar, flour, and a bit of vanilla. Okay. I've made one like that before, Emily. That's true. I'm just trying to think of where or what I used it in. There's a lot of that kind of thing. That sounds good though. Sure, I would love your proportions. Although I could honestly feel like I could just throw most of it together and it would turn out well because it's butter, brown sugar, and cinnamon, so anything like that is good. I am taking these off so that I can have my silicone mat back. You'll DM the message, right? That's exactly what I meant. Brain. Don't care though. Having such a great day. Don't care if I cannot brain or talk. Y'all people are still putting up with me, so I appreciate that a lot. Y'all people, that was the awfulest. See, look. I cannot. Please no one tell my my English professors what I am doing. They'll be like, we need to revoke your entire degree. Like, none for you. All right, cleanish. You just used to eyeball it, you found the recipe and you stick to it. Oh, perfect, Emily. I like that too. I do love the safety of a recipe, even though I can usually get away with not using one for certain things, like frosting, like buttercreams. I don't need no recipe. I ship stuff to, wait, what did, she shipped stuff to a few years and no BS to respect the privacy of anyone that wants to give that data. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, yes. So you don't need to give me your name or anything. I will ship it from my stream shipping address to your whatever the heck you give me. I don't even care. So, although UPS goes, Ruffles? Like the potato chip? And I was like, no, just a guy who uses that name. So that was fun. Dough. Cookie dough. See, I have that Fruit Loopy taste on my tongue. Why don't we put the minusculest amount of yellow we can in here, and then it'll look like a nice lemony Fruit Loop. We'll go there. Okay, you know, I probably screwed up. Chat. John, the blamage also looks utterly blamand. It's gross. I will never make it. You're always welcome here. We should just stop in at Red's house someday. We'll like RV trip and be like, hey, excuse me. But you'd recognize us because we streamed. It'd be fine. Your English has gotten worse since moving to Germany. I think that's reasonable, Emily. I would think exactly that. Tremendous. John. Nobody has your address, not even family. Smart, Emily. Be like, I live in Germany, come find me. Or don't. Trix Cormiam, thank you very much. Is there somewhere you can look for your recipe to try these cookies yourself? Did you put that on my Discord, Emily? I can certainly put it there. I mean, Emily's the originator of this recipe, and I will gladly take her streusel recipe. So, oh, but Emily, you surely have your own Discord if you stream, right? I mean, I don't, I borrow Irish's, but still. All right, I'm gonna smush it a little bit because the yellow just went in, and normally I would, oh gosh. Okay, I put it back here. As if I knew I would need it. We'll stir it properly. The funny thing about this one so far is that it's been kneaded, like there's gluten in there for sure because of just how much I've worked the dough, but it's in a good way, which is very unusual for a cookie. Usually you don't want to do this at all. But so far, they've been successful. Something large fell off of something upstairs. It might have been a cat. No one is screaming. So I'm assuming I don't need to run up there. Hi, Nodari. What are you up to? Jeez. Is that like GG's? Only lots? Lots of GG's. Good game, everybody. You're bad at finding people's Discords. If you would like mine, you can type !Discord in this chat and it will tell you the link. Unless, of course, the link got broken. Sometimes they do that, but it should be okay. You got it from your favorite cookbook, The Baker's Manual by Joseph Amendola and Nicole Reese. It's brilliant. Use it more than your pro textbooks. Nice. I got the coffee cake out of Betty Crocker, which was the cookbook my mother gave me when I left home to go to college. And I used that for a long while because there's kind of everything in there. But after that, I have several cookbooks. I have the Hebridean Baker's Cookbook, which is amazing for the photography and stories as well as the good recipes. I have Alton Brown's Everyday Cook, I think. But I don't tend to use them as much anymore. I just end up doing this stuff instead. Nate, I know you're hungry. I know you are. I should be getting hungry real soon here. I just have the flavor of Fruit Loop cookie and cinnamon sugar on my tongue though, so fun. So I'm gonna roll this out and I am gonna put it in the freezer for a minute or 3 or 8 or something so that I can manipulate it a little bit more, because I do want to make the rest of this and bake it off. So I want to be able to cut it out, move it, and then put the leftovers back together to make as many as I can. So we'll take it slow on this bit. No rush. This was from the cookbook. The cookies are your creation. Excellent. That was how my sugar cookie recipe also came to be. Was I started with other people's and took out stuff that I didn't like until I found something that worked exactly the way I wanted. And it probably is very similar to yours. I think mine has an egg in it though. All right, flat enough. We will freeze. Amaranth still hasn't said hi, darn it. Doesn't she have subs to everybody's channel at this time? Or is that just Megan's? It's all right. You'll be all right, Red. You got the rest of us. Okay, I might not need that again, but I'm just gonna put it back there anyway. Nate knows what you're talking about. I know somebody subbed Amaranth in Megan's channel the other night, which was very funny. Tell me the story, boys. She's still subbed. Oh, did you give one? Was it not Megan's channel? It was Megan's channel, because we were talking about her. So you're just, Nate, you're just subbing everybody? Subbing her to everybody? That's awesome. I need to know. I don't really. I just want to know. Let's do a 3-minute timer. Keep myself honest. Otherwise, I'll just sit here and chat with y'all forever. I can tidy up the colors. The flavors. I really do want to make some of these other flavors. I'm not sure what I would do with pear though. A pear flavored cookie, probably a cake. A cake before a cookie with pear. Unless it was literally to just make the shape and do the decoration. Then it would be okay. You got drunk, happy, and subbed Amaranth to a whole bunch of people. Well, I saw you do it in Megan's, and that was very funny. So excellent, excellent. So someday she will come into all of our, well, not mine. I do not need her sub to me, thank you very much. But I find her content banal because I'm snobby. No. I do not like pigeon costumes for some reason. Call me weird. Made for a good laugh. Why not, right? Tricks, do you bake? Do you stream? Can we do shout outs? Come on. We have like 20 seconds left. Wait a minute, 30. Who do we want to shout out? Who? The gray is bothering me again. I'm sorry, I just can't find my black bra. Sorry. It bothers me more than any of y'all care, I think, but whatever. Well, let's shout out Red. I always forget about your A. It's A and not I. Yay! You took yours off when you got home.
No! We're the Moist Mafia in this bitch.
The Moist Mafia clip. Yes. Warrior Queen, I usually do that too, but when I'm on stream, I try to be appropriate. It's hard because I'm in my own house. I'm like, I would like to wear pajamas, but you know. Oh, thanks, Emily. Get on that Discord, or don't, just whisper me, it's fine. Right. Okay, who else can we shout? Warrior Queen, do you stream? We're gonna shout out everybody. We got Red, we got Emily.
Oh yeah, you can take out your frustration. So.
Daniel. Who's in here? I don't care, I'm shouting people out.
Oh my god, what the fuck was that?
Daniels are all jump takes. Like,
Scared the
jump
shit out of
scares,
me.
like, nope. 72 streams for you and the fam. Oh, got you. That's right. Krem, thank you.
How long till
Yes. Okay.
get the thing off the ground?
Exactly. Okay, there's John. I know. Daniels are all so funny.
He was literally doing dancing cartwheels in my fucking mirror.
Not just John. So Tibbs, we got Tibbs. No. Did I spell it wrong? I spelled it wrong. And I can't scroll back far enough. Dang it. Okay, fine. Y'all do the rest. I'm gonna go get the, I'm gonna go get the cookie dough. I did put it here, didn't I? Oh my goodness. Maybe I should stream cleaning out my fridge to find the funky smell because it's gross. All right, this should be better. This should behave a little bit better for me. We'll see. It's not even violently yellow. Obviously, I didn't do enough gel food color. Oh, I put tiny instead of tidy. That's why. Thank you all. Oh my goodness. You share the PDF of your cookie recipe in the Discord. Thank you so much, Emily. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Do you ever freeze this dough, by the way, like I just did? All right, so let's do these. I think that using the screw end, honestly, is messing up the middles a little bit. So let's see if I can get the cookies out and then I can arrange them on my sheet as I would like. Yes. Oh, fudge. It's all fun and games until I broke it. There we go. There we go. All right. You never froze it, but it should be fine. Okay. I do find that most doughs can be frozen very easily and then brought back without any harm whatsoever. But this is your recipe and you are the expert, so I definitely defer to that expertise. I do love to freeze stuff, though. I mean, cookie dough especially, it's been nice to not have to bake off an entire batch, but then have dough in the freezer and know that it's going to be good quality when I do need it. Screwed up that one. Let's just stick it back together. Everything is fine. Look, these are going to be the defective Fruit Loops that got rejected because they were so big and wonky. By the way, if you can ever stop by the Jelly Belly factory, the one I've been to is in Fairfield, California, but I think there's more. Maybe that's the only one. Get their 10-pound bag of Jelly Belly rejects. They're so good. They just aren't jelly bean shaped anymore, but they are amazing. You get a whole, like, you get 10, oh gosh, look at the deformation on that one. But you get 10 pounds of Jelly Bellies for, like, cheap. Okay, chat. You forgot to delete about me blurb at the top of my recipe. It's so embarrassing. They always are, right? So-and-so enjoys walking in the rain and like, nope. Be like, I bake stuff. Everything is fine. Don't ask me any more questions. I haven't had to write a blurb about myself in ages, thank God. So, and I probably would not be graceful about it if I did. You love portioning and freezing cookie dough? Then you can bake a couple of cookies whenever you want. That's exactly what I love about it as well. All right, so the rest of these, it's already heated up enough that they are no longer frozen and behaving. So I'm gonna try and get the extra out. Just, am I even showing you? Okay, good. At least I'm mostly on camera. And my oven's just like, I'm at 140 for 20 minutes. I really want to move this one. Yeah. Sticking to the offset spatula was probably the worst part. That's definitely a defect of the cookie. It got broken and it got smushed back together. Ah, darn it. All right, last one here. I'm not going to keep that one. I'm going to roll the rest of these out again and bake on parchment. So I'll put this one through. Can someone open the recipe? They might be a bit thin and rolling out with flour could help. Yes. Yeah, I tend not to because I usually find that the silpat is fine, but with the delicacy of these, it definitely could help. Those are yours? Absolutely. Actually, I can send these as well. Richard Bam, hello. Thank you for the stream. I mean the stream. Thank you for the raid. I'm not familiar with you and what you do. Please let me know. I would be very excited to hear about it. The Cafe Birdman. Oh. All right. Thank you very much for the follow. Plasma Sponges. Hi, Club Arban. It's going to take me a minute. Cookies! Cookies! You do know me. I am so excited y'all are here. I'm making cookies, so all good, all good. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I do know you. Well, thank you so much. That's right. You did come in as yourself. You did come as yourself last time. How did your not Lego brand Lego build go? Because I think that was the last thing I caught y'all on when I was watching. Gosh, last week, huh? I know you hungry. If you had Discord, you would. Oh. Yes, get the husband to do it. You're missing a few pieces. No. Oh, that's terrible. What do you do? Oh, did we get a shout out yet? My hands aren't too gross. I can probably type. No. All right. See, I think of you as Uncle Richard all the time. So, do you have another name than that? Yes, you do have to write the manufacturer. That's not.
Fucking hell, Alex. I can't fucking do everything, you know.
Oh, it's part of the cooking stream. Okay.
Easy. I don't know why people...
I did see y'all playing that.
Really? As I was saying, this was easier than
that was in the evening. Yes, I do remember that. Okay. Oh, thank you, Irish. That's okay. I was swearing earlier. I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be family friendly. I'm just in a funny mood. So, all right, I'm putting this back in the freezer while our dough bakes. So, oh, Tibbs, yeah. Talk to your wife that way. It's fabulous. Double shout out. I know. I love that, right? So we are making another attempt at Fruit Loop cookies because the first 3 did not go how I wanted. So this is version 4. Emily Bakes actually contributed the sugar cookie recipe and I put the flavors in it. So, and a little bit of food coloring. So we'll see how it comes out in a few minutes. You can't be family friendly. You have to be in the daytime. It all comes out at night. I get that too. And like if I stream something that's not baking, that would, or like when I'm on Irish's stream, because he pulls both of our streams together internally and then puts it out on his. So if we're gaming, it all comes out too. I totally get it. I just want this one to be family friendly, and even that today I have not succeeded on as much, but that's okay. That's all right. Oh goodness, thank you, Emily. The recipe is in Discord for her sugar cookie, and then we made coffee cake, cupcakes, and so we were having a discussion. So Uncle Richard, tell me if in the UK this is the thing too. Coffee cake is cake you have when you have your coffee. It's not coffee flavored. Everyone I tell, I'm gonna bring some coffee cake, they're like, I don't really like coffee, and I'm like, it's not, it's not that. I know it sounds like it should be that, and I will make a cake that's flavored with coffee sometime, but these are brown sugar cinnamon cakes, basically. So, the child actually requested these. I made a big cake for the big kid's boyfriend's birthday a couple weeks ago, and she loved it. I didn't realize I had never made this for her before, so oops. What is Irish paying for? You've been staring at this cake, you want one? See? I mean, Betty Crocker has that recipe. I'm sure it's on her website. Never heard of that. If you said coffee cakes, coffee flavored, exactly. So you're in a big crowd because that's been my expectation recently. But as a kid, we had this stuff all the time. And like my parents were like, oh, we'll make coffee cake. And we all knew it was brown sugar cinnamon cake that you had for breakfast. Like this was what we ate for breakfast, which is literally a sour cream cake. So coffee cakes.
Streusel.
I will make streusel. I'll make a whole other batch. Streusel cakes instead. Yes, Emily, that makes sense. And then people would understand more what they're expecting. Coffee cakes topped with fresh crumbs. There you go. Gonna try your coffee cake recipe as cupcakes. These turned out pretty well, I think, Emily, didn't they? Other than my measurements, I wanted them a little bigger, so they'll be 8 instead of 12 next time.
They're very good.
JG, thank you, babe. JG wants a wife and to make a cake. Well, you can make it yourself, my friend. Then you don't need.
I haven't seen him in forever.
Well, welcome. I don't think. Well, you've never said anything in my chat, so definitely welcome. But I am a firm believer in equality of baking, and you can bake your own darn cake. I'll show you how. If you need somebody to help you out, I'm help you. I'll do that. That's no problem. But you're horrible at cooking.
And find my wandering hamster.
Well, thank you very much, Uncle Richard, for the raid, and I hope to see you again soon. I'll catch you guys sometime this week. Please, you can follow Richard, and you can also follow the Only Deaf Guy. I'll shout him out. Great at eating? Hey, that's always a skill too. All right, so shout him out and you'll see me anyway. I know, right? Oh, there we go. Yeah, there they are. So that's Uncle Richard and Connor. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Penis.
Super, super fun. They run a cafe in the UK. It's shenanigans and fun stuff, and I strongly suggest a follow. So anyone can cook. It just takes practice. 100%, Emily. JG, you just gotta learn like 2 recipes that you practice until they're amazing, and that's all you need. Iris's are soft tacos and espresso cupcakes. He's set for life. Followed, yes. Daniel, I think it'll be interesting. I think you might enjoy it. So it's always fun. And then, lost my train of thought. Dang it. Nope. Okay, it'll come back later. Anyway. You're good at boiling eggs, though. That's important. If you make hard-boiled eggs, you can make deviled eggs from that. So you've got 2 dishes right there. Totally pro. I agree, Emily. Master 1, and then, you can extrapolate. Nice to be seen. Aw. All right, well, I'm going to put these back here, and then let's see how long is left on our, 2 minutes left on our cookies. They're smelling good. Which they were before. They were just under enough that I didn't, As much as I hate to do this, Emily, apologies. I am going to bin them because they're not baked right. And that was my fault, and I'm sorry. Soft-boiled eggs, yes. Oh my gosh. Eggs Benedict, best. Best. Poaching eggs is not hard. Poaching eggs that are pretty, yes. But poaching eggs that are poached, no problem. Get yourself a pot, a robot timer. You don't need the vinegar. It can help. And you can use the vortex method, which I do if I'm feeling fancy, which is literally stir it real fast with a spoon so you get the vortex in and dump the raw egg in the vortex. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. You're fine. Done. Thank you, Tips, for the alerts while your wifey watches upstairs. Excellent, thank you. It's 1:15 in the morning. Oh, you're in Norway. Oh, good night. Yes, have a very good one. Hope to see you back soon. Ish. Get some sleep, man. But fantastic to have you, JG. Thank you for being here. Hope to see you again soon. Good night. There's a place in Jacksonville that has the best eggs Benedict on the planet. Yes. Elk sausage, but also, didn't they have like bison ribs, something? They had some good stuff in Jackson. It was very nice. So if JG's gone, then Irish maybe can answer. Does he fly with y'all? Is that a flight buddy? Sounded like it. Watermelon sugar cookie. I'm gonna have to do that one. But not today. Yes. Now, what I could do is a double batch of the sugar cookie, make some Fruit Loop flavor, make some watermelon flavor, and make some pear flavor, and just do a bunch of shapes and flavors. That would be good, because this dough seems to be the best at holding, oh yes, 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 at holding the flavor without adding anything else, which was not true of version 3. Version 2, I only tried for the texture, failed. And then my first version, my sugar cookie with the flavors, was chewy and not crispy. So we'll see how the texture is once these are done. There's oh, Cafe Genevieve. Yes, their menu has changed, boo. I mean, but pandemic, everything's changed. All right, JG, I'm so glad that you're here and that you enjoy looking at food. I will make food every time. That is what I do. Yes, flat spin cookies. Okay, while those sit on the sheet for now, let's see what we have with the very last bit of the dough. Actually, so did you notice, I won't pull the ones out of the trash can, but these are, I put yellow dye in them. They really only just look golden brown cooked, you know, as opposed to yellow. So I need more food dye. Whoever said that, right? More food dye, please. Oh yeah, yeah, the freezer was a bit aggressive on this one. However, it's letting me lift the cookies out with the ring. You let them sit for 5 minutes. Okay, that is important. 340 for 10 minutes, fan. Cool. 5 on sheet. I'm making all these notes. Is this something that's actually in your recipe? I'll see later on Discord. It's funny though. I don't mind. Trix, tell me a little bit more about yourself. Ooh, crap. They're too frozen for me to make holes in. Okay, we're just gonna wait on these. I don't remember, how did you come in? Do you know somebody who's here, or did you find me in one of those categories that I tag myself with? Okay, let's let all of this thaw a little bit. You know what I could do? I don't know. I'm just messing around now. I've got some littles. I just don't have a hole cutter that would, well, I got one little. I'll show you. I'll move this stuff. It's really not that hot. I just want to be in the habit of touching trays that have come out of the oven with the gloves on, because the one time I don't will be the time it's still at 400 or 350. And burns are not my favorite. All right, so I tried to put a hole in that one and it has cracks in it. All right, the ring's back on or I will misplace them. Let's see if it's, yep. It's warm enough that I can do it, but it just decided to crack all the way through anyway, so that's fine. Be gentle with this one and see what we get. No, it is too cold. That one's all right though. Let's see if I can get it to come out. Kind of. There we go. Oh, that might be actually a better size. What do you guys think about? Do you like the thick rings or do you like the smaller, thinner rings? It will affect the bake a little bit, so that's something we can watch as well. Half of it's warm and half of it's still frozen. Silly cookie dough. You have wrist burn scars from an all-giant oven at your last job? So you professionally bake? Or did professionally bake? I don't remember that part of your backstory, but again, I'm so sorry. I remembered some of it, and I do try. We're gonna make some baby ones and see how they bake. See if I can get the circle out, the ring out, and leave the middle. Aha! I think I found you a few months ago. I've been doing a lot of baking research lately. Search for baking on Twitch. You'd love to stream baking yourself soon and love watching people bake and get inspired of them. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that you found my stream relaxing. I really do. And I definitely test everything and try to make notes. Because I believe in science. Write things down. Test it again. See if it breaks this time. And I've broken some food, to be honest. Well, that's fantastic. Oh, El Chosen, hello. Speaking of chefs who do real job things with food. But Trix, I'm so glad that you're here and that you're back since I haven't seen you in a while. Well, I'll follow you now, and then of course when you start streaming, I'll come check it out. That'll be super fun. You went to French pastry school, professionally baked for 10 years, can't work anymore. Oh, that's right. Okay. Awesome. Well, good for you. I would have loved to have had formal education in baking and cooking. I just try it, see how it works. I'm good at following instructions in general. And then, like I said, doing science, writing it down and testing it again and seeing what happens the next time. I actually do have pâte à choux on my list to make either this week or next week. I don't know if I will. It just sounded like something fun, and I haven't done it in a long time. I do need to find somebody to give a bunch of cream puffs to because it makes a ton. And also, I need to figure out what I would fill them with. So, but that's one of the things about when I think about like learning French pastry is like I can watch a chef on TV do it and then try it with a recipe and get a lot of stuff to work. So that's a nice equalizer about baking is like generally you don't have to have studied, you don't have to have a degree if you can follow the instructions, you know what I mean? So Trix, I look forward to recipe testing tons of things. Yes. Oh, you're absolutely welcome here, and we absolutely will come check out your experiments whenever you're ready. That's super fun. El Chosen, how are you doing? I have not caught your stream in a while. I haven't. Let's shout you out. El Chosen occasionally bakes, but mostly plays video games, but is a legit chef and came in and coached me through risotto that I was making on stream one time, which was lovely. Yes. Oh, the last one you did was Benedicto. That was a very short clip. That is okay. All right, last one. I'm not gonna try and, I mean, I will. I always bake off the remnants, like in a little tiny ball usually. Because there's never quite enough to make a whole nother, especially shaped ones like these. And I'll just squish it. Flatten it by hand. And then these should be ready to move. Let me put these in the sink and then put this away so it doesn't keep rolling off of things. All right, and we'll move this. You always say you could have learned most things from YouTube. Accurate. I do love, I mean, there are things that I am not good at and have not practiced that I did on YouTube, and it worked flawlessly. And one of them included taking part of my washer and fixing a piece inside of it. So that's pretty pro. Not pro, but you know what I mean. It felt like I could do the thing. And I love how many other people just want to share their knowledge and not gatekeep it. Like, that to me is important. And definitely part of why if you come in and you say anything in my stream, I'll be like, oh, let me show you what I've experienced and tell you all about the things I know, because it might help. It might not. But I've done some stuff. And I'll tell you all about it. You eat it. Oh, no. Don't do it. Do what you want. You're fine. You're fine. I'm not eating it. I'm baking it. It's right. It's right there. It's a little one. It's like a donut hole. All right. Oh, it finally got warm in here. Finally. YouTube wasn't like that when you were going to school. Yeah, I get that. I am setting a timer because like I said, I'm super pro. All right. Put that stuff in the sink. Since I am not going to make dinner on stream, that's been a conscious decision of mine to try and help my family dinner time by not cooking on stream and then having it like ready at 7:30 and then like eat at 8 because it's been sitting for a while because I'm still streaming. So I'm working on that. We'll see if I keep it or if I go back to making dinner. But this week dinner's like leftovers and easy stuff anyway, so no need to stream that. I might even do freezer food. Who knows? There are more resources. Yes, absolutely, Emily. Oh my goodness, more German food top. Awesome tricks. I have not been. Currywurst sounds, if it's like literally curry sausage, that would sound amazing. I should make that. And then apple schortel. Apple something. Everyone here loves the German food. Yes. I don't have any German food lined up. I will potentially make, I'll get the name of it because I'm going to say it wrong. You know, English being like a very close descendant of German, like it's still hard to say for me. Oh, the German rouladen, the flank steak, mustard, bacon, onions, dill pickles, butter. Yeah, I'm going to make that for sure. Most of the rest of mine, actually, I have a bunch of British school recipes because I do have the Harry Potter bake available for channel points. And of course that's in costume because it's me. So I have those. I did some German Swiss cookie bakes a while ago. Maybe I should get more into it. Schnitzel. It's a sparkling apple drink. That sounds nice. You learned how to make popovers. Are they like the Yorkshire pudding? Isn't a popover like you put it into the big muffin? Why don't you tell me what it is, and I'll listen. Did you try Radler? Warrior Queen, it is one of those where you put it into the oiled like muffin tin thing and it's the dough and then you bake it and it puffs up, those things. Because I remember them from Little Women. That was the first place I'd ever heard of them, and I think I went and looked up to see how they worked. 7-Up beer and lemonade. Oh gosh. Oh, Shandy, right? What's Shandy? Beer and 7-Up or Sprite? Maybe? All right, well, these are cool enough. I'm definitely going to taste test the darkest one. I love a crunchy cookie, so we're going to see if it's crunchy or bendy. Texture's spot on. Yep. There goes the Fruit Loop flavor. All right, this is it. This is our winner. I'm so happy. We have 2 successful breakfast cereal bakes now. Honey Nut Cheerios only took me twice. Fruit Loops 4 times, totally fine. I will take nominations for the next cookie cereal flavor. Had to get those words in the right order. I don't think I did. Anybody want to vote is what I'm saying. 17 at the time. Dad was not interested in letting me try any alcohol. It's beer and lemonade. It's fine. You still get that residual, like with any of these fake flavors, like you get that, oh, I just ate chemical flavors on my tongue. The texture is perfect though. Okay, the only question is, should I do them in the little form? So when that comes out, I'll have to try and see. The drinking age for beer is 16 there. Why not? Is it 14 in France? I think it was when I was there. I wasn't 14, but Radler's like beer for babies. Here's your starter beer. You gotta start early so you can get used to it, so that by the time you're grown up, you can just drink all the beer. German beer is good. At 11. Apparently my parents fed me and my sister's beer at an Oktoberfest in Texas when we were quite small, because the water was very expensive and they just had watered down beer, and so they let us drink it. Apparently we're very happy about that. I do not remember it. I only remember the story. So, you just don't like warm beer? Yeah. That's interesting, Trix. That's very interesting. He was like, nah. Too bad. My parents were always like, you want a taste of our wine or whatever? And I was always like, no, it sounds gross. And then I tried it and it was gross. I found out later, I don't like cheap box wine. So there was that. They have a non-alcoholic beer that's for kids. Healthy? Oh, okay. Hey, why not? I don't know. Like, I drink kombucha. Who thought that, like, fermented tea that's the vaguest, like, this little smidgen bit alcoholic would be a good thing to have for breakfast? But I do it. Now, it's, like, almost not. But there's a tiny little thing on it that says, kombucha is a fermented beverage. It may have up to blah, 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 point whatever. Anyway, why not? These cookies would be fun to try with a milk glaze. Cereal and milk in a new way. Oh, that's such a good idea. I love it too. I'm gonna write it down. If you want to experiment and do that on your stream too, please do. Like, this is not, we're not competitive at all. We're just all throwing in stuff together, right? If you don't want me to try it because you want to do it for your stream, I will totally respect that as well. I just get excited about trying stuff.
I know you're hungry.
I know you're hungry. Okay, Irish wants dinner. On it. We have 3 minutes on the cookies, which means we should start looking for somebody to raid. Cookie, milk, glaze. I think I would. Do you just want to use milk and powdered sugar? Or do you want to put a little vanilla in? It would probably be too overpowering at that density though. You won't be able to see a random clip of you. Shout yourself out. Exclamation point SO. He's old fashioned. Dads get that way sometimes, I've noticed. Okay, I have 2 minutes. I am gonna tidy. Not nearly as much as I used to do. Oh, that's glass too. I probably should be careful with that. I have a pretty bad track record right now for glass breakage. The other day, I just managed to put down the glass in such a way that it exploded. Feels weird, I know. But I made it that way on purpose. I know. Thank you, though. Thank you, Irish. Tricks, it's fun to come up with ideas. Have it all, we experiment together. Yes. I love that. Yes. And the more people doing the experiments is the scientific method. Can I verify your results? What happened when I did it? What happened when you did it? What did we see? Why is it different? Why is it the same? Yes. You have a journal out for all your recipe ideas and it's so long. That's awesome. I literally write them on like other recipes. So when I pull out something to make it, I'm like, I should do that. And then I try and schedule it. So this one actually is not going back in the binder. It is going on Oh, let me note this. Success. Who wants to sing the Portal song? Just me. Smart. Love it. Yes. So cookie milk glaze and watermelon sugar cookies. They're coming on some point. I have all the recipes back there that are like near future, and then I have a whole cabinet, obviously, my binders and everything. So feels weird, but you have an emoji of your face. No, I know. It is weird though, like what we're okay with and what we're not. Like, some things just don't feel right, and then other things you're like, whatever. Like I drew a poomoji for one of my emojis because we talk about poop a lot. Like, I'm just that person. That's fine. This was a triumph, exactly. I'm making a note here. Big success. Love that song. Emily, thank you so much for the recipe. I appreciate that. And I remember you even sent me both of them, but I wanted the frosting recipe so that I wouldn't have to use royal icing. So I still haven't tried that part out, but this was just spot on for what we needed. So I love it. See, yep, golden. So legit with the bacon till golden brown. There we go. Kaya, hello, how are you, my dear? I'm so glad to see you. I have not caught any of your streams lately. I'm so sorry. I will. What are you playing next? We'll shout out Kaya as well. Do all the shout outs. Oh, Subnautica. Oh, I can't watch you play that, my dear. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, you have. Ugh. I can't watch. I won't watch horror games because they freak me out, and I can't watch underwater games because I do have a fear of drowning, and it's one of those borderline irrational things, so it's very hard for me to watch. I'm getting like tight-chested talking about it. I don't like that. So it's hard for me to watch video games even that are underwater. Like I do get very tense, and so I said I manage my anxiety. Clearly not about that as well. I manage it by not interacting with it. I can go swimming though, it's fine. So anyway, because you're streaming your missed mine. Yes, of course, Kaya. We were like, yes. Well, I'm so glad to see you, and I will drop in sometime when I can. Can you make a raid suggestion? Of course. Subnautica made me seasick. If I didn't have the poor reaction to the underwater thing in general, it might do that as well. Irish played it in VR, I think, for a while and loved it, but past my ability. You're afraid of water too? It's working on your fears. You're so brave. I don't know if I could do that to myself. We did, Irish and I did a Spartan last October. One of the obstacles, they have a big, they create the obstacles in like pastures and stuff like that. They dig this huge ditch, and there was a big floating, wall, and then you have to go under it. And both he and I have had experiences and anxieties about drowning, and both of us took a really long time to try and get under it. The rest of our team was like waiting there for minutes and minutes and minutes. And both of us really struggled with that, but both of us did it, and I was really proud of us. But even after doing that, like I thought maybe that was gonna help me get past it, and it hasn't, but at least I know I can do it. So that's something. All right, cookies go. Ooh, yes. Cookies go down. It got late fast. Oh my goodness. But we're having so much fun. The practical escapist, she isn't super small. She's a good friend. Okay. Irish loves to find like new streamers with really small followings and then dump everybody in there, and we have a party before we leave. And do some great encouraging and all that stuff. That's what we're here for. Just encouraging each other. That's it, Thank you, Warrior Queen. Goodness. Your chat made you jump off the edge of the map? It took me so much to finally jump. It's just a game and you can reload. Oh, I totally get that, Kaya. That's exactly where, yeah, that's the feelings. Like the inside my body feelings from watching a video game, but still very real, very visceral. That's rough. At least you tried, yes. Hello, President Romuald. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. How close are we? 278. We are so close to a party stream. I'm so excited. Thank you, thank you. Oh, she's been streaming for 4 years. She's like a pro. That's awesome. Okay. All right. Which little? I'm going to eat the most deformed little one. And then we'll see. She's hype training on a start screen. That is savage. Look at that. That's when you know you're boss. You're like, I don't even have to do anything and people hype train me. Amazing. That's really cool. Okay. Oh, I like the little ones way better. Okay. Okay. Notes to be made. I didn't think I would, which is why I put it all away, and here we are. I really, really like the smaller Fruit Loop. Like I like the size of this better. The texture is great anyway, but I love it more for the little. It's more crunchy. It's more bite of Fruit Loop. Oh, okay, thank you so much. I will enjoy my terrible artificial Fruit Loops. I'll see you soon, girl. Have a really great night. I know you need the sleep. Actually, she doesn't. Kay never sleeps. She's like amazing. All right, we're gonna do it. Maybe the little ones are cooked more. I think, Emily, that's it. I think it's just smaller enough that they get that real crispy, like crunchy. All right. Okay, Irish, please let us raid. I'm gonna go straight to the thank you screen because I appreciate you all so much for being here. I will be back tomorrow, God willing, and Comcast, because you never know about the connection at this point. But I appreciate all of you for being here, and this was super fun. And we together made Fruit Loop cookies. All right. Kisses to all of you, mwah, and Fruit Loops. I will see you tomorrow.